In this video, I want to show you how to graph lots of different types of equations. Some textbooks call this the library of functions. Some textbooks call this basic functions. So there's lots of different types of equations that we can graph in Desmos, and just want to take about 2 minutes here and show you how to do that. So once I'm in Desmos, typically on a mobile device, I would click the keyboard down in the bottom left corner and I could say y equals, and let's say I want to graph the quadratic function y equals x squared. Now you notice on the initial keyboard that it shows me there's a automatic square key. Or if I click a new line here, I can say y equals and type x, and then I hit this a to the b button, and that allows me to denote whatever exponent that I would like to graph. Now let's say I wanted to graph an exponential function like y equals e to the x. Again, I could do y equals, and then I'm going to go to the ABC button. I'm going to pick the letter E, and then I'm going to come back to the 1, 2, 3 menu, say the a to the b button, and type x, and there's the e to the x exponential function. Now let me get rid of these equations. I'm getting cluttered. Let's say I want to graph a polynomial. Let's say I have y equals, let's say I'm doing x raised to the third power, and then I'm going to do minus 2x, and then I'm going to say plus, let me do 5 divided by, 5 over x. So to create a fraction, I just hit the division key. Let's say I'm going to hit my right arrow here. These two arrow keys allow me to move my cursor without deleting anything. So I'm going to go to the end here, and let's say I have a minus, and let's say I have two things in the numerator. Let's say I have 5 plus x. So if I do 5 plus x divided by 3, notice what it's doing is it's going to put the 3 at the last term. So let me delete this. What if I want 5 plus x all in the numerator? I have to use parentheses. So I'm going to put a parenthesis, and let's say I want 5 plus x all in the numerator. And then when I hit divide by, oops, and notice what I did wrong. I need to arrow. I'm going to hit my arrow key. Notice where my cursor is. It's not outside the parentheses. So I'm going to hit my arrow key to go outside the parenthesis, hit divide by, and then type x. Now, other types of functions that you might graph would be a logarithmic function. So I could type y equals, and then I'm going to hit this functions button over here, and it's going to have some standard functions for me. Here's the trig menu. So if I'm going to graph sine or cosine or tangent, even the inverse trigonometric functions, we typically call this arc sine or inverse sine, or even the hyperbolic tangents. I could go to the miscellaneous, and this is going to give me the natural log. So remember, this is log base e. So I can do ln of x, and there is the graph of log base e. I could graph other bases as well. So if I wanted to graph log base 3 of x, go to functions under miscellaneous. Here's log base a is what that says. So when I hit that button, notice that it puts the cursor as the subscript. So I could do log base 3. And then I'm going to hit my right arrow and type x inside, and there's the graph of log base 3 of x. All right, those are typically the basic library functions, the basic functions you would graph in an algebra class. I will see you in the next video.